Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Vegan View. Today we are so excited because we have a very special guest, celebrity chef and author, and she's also working on a very secret, exciting food project coming up that we are going to dive into. Nicole Derseweh.
Wow.
Thank you.
You made me sound so cool.
You are cool. Yes, we're so excited to have you. So for people who may not know who you are at home, can you give us like a little brief rundown of what you're all about, what you're working on?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm a vegan chef. I do all plant-based cuisine with whole foods. So yeah, amazing. And just like taking the vegetables through this amazing transformation and evolving the flavor palette. I studied at Cordon Bleu a long time ago before I was vegan. I've been vegan now for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That deserves
Yeah, and it's just been like an incredible journey. And I started off working as David Wolf's sous chef and like working in these amazing parties in the Palisades. And then eventually I got celebrity clients, and I did a menu for Moby. And I worked with Alicia Silverstone. And like I just got like these incredible Trey Parker. I've been to his house to cook all the food. He's not vegan, but when all of the masterminds come in from Colorado, like they don't touch any of his food. So that's me.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've had like some really incredible opportunities. And then just recently I was on the first ever all vegan cooking competition show, Peeled. And that was so exciting.
Oh my God.
How was that experience?
Girl, I found out there's a killer inside. Okay, because I am vegan, but the moment I got off the plane, it was like sniper mode. And I was like in business, and I was very friendly and like awesome to everybody, but thank you, as I do, But my eye was like on the prize, and I was like, every moment is a competition. Like even when you think you're peeing alone in the bathroom, you are still competing. So it was so fun, and I won.
Congratulations!
Spoiler alert.
You paid off.
That was my next question.
Oh, were you? I won.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you win with? What was your winning dish?
Oh my gosh. So there was this everybody on there was so talented, so vegan, so much heart. This incredible French chef was against me, and it was down to the two of us for the last round. And I was telling everybody in the green room, if it comes down to the dessert round, just play the violin for me because I'm going down. And it did. The last round was this dessert round, and they brought on Copper Branch, which is this vegan like branch restaurant, which actually has like a lot of locations here and in Canada.
I've met them before.
Yeah, they were awesome. So they were the ones that kind of sponsored the dessert challenge, and whoever won was going to get their dessert on Copper Branch's menu for a year.
Wow.
And so I was like, oh man, they bring out this 3-day-old stale cinnamon bun.
Oh my God.
Like a brick, ladies.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, stay calm. So I made bread pudding.
My brain doesn't work like that.
I know.
I'm just in awe. Like that is such a talent.
It is a talent. You know what I do with that? In the trash.
Compost.
Exactly.
I would be like, maybe it'll soften if you microwave it. I don't know.
That's a thought process.
You're on the right track.
But then it also might get harder. Who knows?
Yeah. No. So it had to be bread pudding. And
Delicious.
it was so good. I did like a miso, like a salted caramel glaze, but I did it with miso, and like we like flambéed some bananas, made it sexy.
yeah.
Is this where you pull it out because you brought some for us or no?
She's like,
I so wish I next time though.
Okay.
Request heard. I got
Okay.
you.
And you're also an author.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So with Whitney Larson, we co-authored this book, the Vegan Ketogenic Diet book.
wow.
Available on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble and at Target.
Wow.
Yeah, we're so proud.
So exciting.
It was just so sweet. She's one of my closest friends, and we co-authored this, and it was both of our first books that we
Yeah.
wrote. So it was amazing. But it was just such a good opportunity because a lot of people at the time that this we were writing this was right before the pandemic. The pandemic kind of like slowed our distribution, but people didn't know. People were going keto like crazy. They were leaving veganism to go keto because they didn't know you could do it. And it really alarmed me. Like these like really like intense vegans just like hop and ship, and I was like, guys,
Stop.
it's not necessary. You can do it with plants, so you can do anything with plants. And so we came up with this. It's incredible. There's like 75 different recipes in here. They're not weird. They're just awesome. And they're low carb and they're high in fat, so just get your body into ketosis.
I'm getting this tonight.
I know.
I hope you do.
We're all getting it.
Yes.
My Amazon cart already.
Yep.
Oh, I
Immediately.
already have a copy. I've had it for a few months.
It's just a great book. It's a great book, and like the food is just like easy and approachable. There was like some rules that we wanted where like no recipe would have like, you know, a chef's like 29 ingredient, because I get crazy when it's just me. But I was like, let's make it approachable, you know?
Yeah, that's a big deal, because I think there's a lot of just cookbooks in general, but also some vegan cookbooks. They'll come and ask for like, you know, like Himalayan plantain chips or something that's like something that doesn't even make sense, and you're like, how am I gonna get this? Where do I get this? Or make sure it's like only like virgin, unrefined from this region of the world, and you're like, I go to Costco. What do I do? Like I'm gonna.
What's the
work with what I
Costco
have.
substitute here?
Exactly.
Totally.
What is one of your favorite recipes in the book? I would love to know.
Oh my gosh. So there's a curry in there.
I love curry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a real nice curry. And it's amazing because it's not that much effort, but if you have a pot of curry simmering on the stove, everybody loves you. You will have friends. You will just,
That's
you will
how
just
you
come
have
over.
friends.
Yeah.
If you don't have friends, just
Bribe them with curry.
On there.
They'll
They'll smell it outside and they'll want to come in your
They'll
house.
come on in. Yeah, you won't be lonely no more. No.
I love that. That's
I'm so grateful
awesome.
that exists, because I feel like keto has been it's been popular for a long time, but I've
Yeah.
been hearing about it a lot more often.
Yeah.
And it's
Definitely.
like so frustrating, because I never would have thought, well, you can do it vegan too.
Yeah.
In my mind, I thought keto was a lot of meat. Just
Yes.
tons of meat
Just
and
slamming meat milkshakes, just being
Amen.
nasty.
Yeah.
Just being nasty.
Very little fiber. Typically. But the vegan keto diet is ideal, because then you get all the fiber that you need.
You get all the fiber, and you also get all the micro and macronutrients from the vegetables. And also like there was an older demographic that could not participate in keto, but like actually would benefit from inflammation going down. So I've had nurses reach out to me that they're using this in their assisted living homes to help reverse Alzheimer's. Yeah. So I spoke on the board of the prostate health awareness luncheon. I was like, I know what to say about the prostate. Like I don't know why they asked me, but like I guess it's a way to like heal mental prostate expert. Oh God, when my dad hears this episode, I'm like, oh really? Oh, is she?
I think as a chef, you have a unique perspective on how food is healing for people. You probably work with so many different types of people with different types of ailments or things that they're looking to work on.
Right.
What do you feel like you see the most of, and like what do you think is trending?
So
I guess.
this, I guess, like I hope this like parlays into your question, but I got into this because of health originally, because my grandma, who's my favorite person, Martha, she had cancer. And I was looking for ways to kind of like help her heal, and it led me to veganism, and then eventually like plant-based whole foods, and even the iteration of this ketogenic plant-based. What you're doing is you're kind of starving out the viruses. There's no sugar to feed the cancers, and people can really get a leg up on their healing journey. And I guess maybe because that's where my heart started. I have had a lot of private clients that are in that kind of situation where they're faced with a really serious health crisis, and it's gotten them to kind of open their eyes to this lifestyle that we all proactively chose, and it's bringing them to the veggie table, and it's just such an amazing opportunity for veganism to be a part of their healing journey.
Which leads us to another beautiful project that you started, which is Martha's Project.
Yes, Martha's Project.
Is Martha your grandmother?
Yeah.
My grandma,
My grandma's name was Martha, so I love
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's such a good name for a grandma.
It's the best grandma name.
Yeah, it's a classic grandma name.
Yeah.
Classic grandma.
Grandma Martha.
I know, she's so sweet. So I named my project after her. I have a nonprofit called the Martha Project,
Okay.
which is in my grandma's honor.
Okay.
And we feed vegan food, whole foods, vegan meals to the houseless community here in Los Angeles. We started right before the pandemic, and by the end of the pandemic, we were on the Rachel Ray show. Like,
Wow.
it just, people just like found out about it, and it was just like wildfire because, you know, I think a lot of times this community, the houseless community, they're kind of just fed like whatever scraps that nobody else wants to eat. They're not treated with any love or dignity, and I wanted to change that because I know that the food is the vehicle, but the real medicine is the love and the presence. And really they want to be seen, you know, and I just, you know, I feel like we're all energetically connected, so I want to treat them the way I would treat somebody that I love, or if any one of you girls were coming over for dinner, so we were doing these like 5-star meals and handing them out and making eye contact and saying, we love you, we've been thinking about you.
You're gonna make me cry.
Stop it. Oh my God.
So, and I'm sure they really felt that love from you.
So many times, and they will say, thank you, I love you. Like we were met with so much gratitude, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful, I love you. And I was like, I love you. Like, it is like,
because they're people at the end of the day, and so many people forget that, and they just they categorize them as this like other. But at the end of the day, that's somebody's you know, son, that's somebody's dad possibly, or you know, grandson or granddaughter. Like these are real people with families, and maybe their families haven't been able to help them in the way that they like should, you know, be helped. But that doesn't mean that they're any less deserving of love. And like, how often are they treated like an actual human, where somebody says, I love you, and like, I'm here for you, and like feeds them like delicious, well thought out food. Like that's so beautiful.
I think a lot of those situations, like other organizations, it's a lot of like self-serving, because I've seen so many videos on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, where it's like an organization or a few people who are, you know, they want to go feed the houseless community and they're handing out food, and I'm like, but you're filming yourself doing it, which is great, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm like, I feel like you're making the focus about yourself. You're like, look at me doing this nice thing. And you're actually making them feel seen, like human beings. And you're like, I want you to be healthy. Obviously, they're not healthy. They're in like such a horrible situation. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So important too, because we are in, you know, a mental health crisis this country. Like there's no denying that whatsoever.
Yes, we are.
And I think food is tied a lot to that. When we're not given the opportunity to eat food that's really nourishing and good for us, and like we're limited with our options of what we can eat. Like I firmly believe that, you know, eating animals is, you're tied to the torture that animal went through. The energy. And then we're passing that on through people, and the people that are hit the hardest by that are the people that don't have access to the food.
You know, these food islands, and they're preyed upon because they just don't have the resources. And then that's like one thing that I also really wanted to do, like with the website on the marthaproject.org, we have like a whole thing that demystifies the idea that veganism is only for the elite class. Veganism, eating plant-based, that's for everybody. And so I have, just as a community resource up there, we think we have like over 20 recipes that are called My 5 Under 5. So these are all recipes that come in under $5 per serving, that are plant-based, and most of them coming in under $2. And showing that it actually can be done. You don't need to believe the propaganda, and it's an opportunity, like, and you know, just put this out so people can find it. But like, also, if somebody is in their own community and wants to find a cost-effective way to feed the other members in their community that need extra love and support, this is like a really cost-effective way to do it with whole foods, and it's beautiful and it's easy peasy.
I'm so inspired.
I hope people at home are inspired by this as well, because I think this is something that could benefit all over the place, not just LA. Like LA is not the only place affected by this.
No.
How often? I know you're starting up again really soon this coming summer. So how often are you planning?
During the pandemic, we were doing it like twice a month. There was like a big need, and we had like a really great, you know, funding pool. Now we're kind of doing it once a month, and just trying to build it up from there. But it feels really good. Every time we go out, we serve anywhere between 300 and 500 meals.
That's a lot.
And they're all hand delivered directly to the tents. So a lot of these people have mobility issues, or they don't have access to charge their cell phone and get on the internet and figure out where the
Right.
soup kitchen is or whatever.
Right.
So we just go directly to the encampments and interface with them where they're at and
Yeah.
really hand deliver it to them. So
And you also take volunteers, right? So,
we love volunteers. Yeah, we always take volunteers. We need volunteers to get the meals out. And yeah, it's such an amazing opportunity. Like that has been the real gift of this is like so many times the volunteers afterwards are like, wow, I came to be of service, but I'm leaving getting so much more than I get. Like their hearts are full. You realize like when you're of service that you're really just loving yourself up. It's such a gift that you give to yourself to give to other people.
Yeah. And what better way to really do it with you obviously at the helm of it, and like you're so loving and passionate, and like you could really feel, you know, the empathy and compassion through you, but also through the vegan diet, which in turn doesn't hurt anybody else. So like you're feeding love with love.
Exactly. Pulling the compassion forward.
Yeah.
Full circle. It just like wouldn't make sense any other way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come show you love.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the way it's meant to be.
Yeah. Thank you, love. Thank you so much.
So we also want to talk about this new secret
Project.
project.
Yes.
All
Spill
very
the beans.
excited about.
Spill as many beans as you can.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. We just kind of locked in our initial seed round of funding for a brand that I'm launching this year called Love Locks. It's an amazing whole food plant-based lock solution. And so this is just be great on bagels, or you can make a sushi wrap with it, or anything. Yeah, it's
When it's
amazing.
out, will you come back and do like a cooking session with us?
I would love to, and you girls are super classy, so I know exactly how I'm going to serve it for you. I'm not going to tell you now.
Okay.
But
so excited.
I have a fancy plan because you girls are fancy. Yeah.
We have you fooled, but I'll take it.
We've given the illusion well.
Nailed it.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
That sounds delicious.
I loved
Yeah.
locks before.
Me too.
Going
That was one of my
vegan.
favorite things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I had
I do
actually
think
never
that's
had
something that's like really like people have not nailed yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
I just had some, it was like a smoked salmon that they, was supposed to be for locks, and it just wasn't 100%. It just
know.
wasn't, it's
know.
But yours is going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Mine is 110%.
Oh, I know.
She's so locked in. Yeah.
Can you tell us like what's the main ingredient or?
So the base is carrots,
Okay.
but it's just like a really special process that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Okay, okay.
But it's like very clean. But I just got so inspired because long time ago when I invented this, I was working as a makeup artist on set, and the star of the show was pregnant, and she wasn't vegan, but she was Jewish. You cannot eat lox when you're pregnant.
Right.
And she was so sad. Every lox and bagel day, the crew would come in with these lox and bagel trays, and she's just like off to the side. I was like, I'm gonna fix this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I invented this and I brought it to her and surprised her, and she got to have her lox and bagel date. She was like crying, and I was like, that was
Is
like
there
the
anything
genesis.
you can't do?
I
I'm
know.
like,
Yeah.
you're doing her makeup and then you're like concocting a
know.
like
Vegan
revolutionary vegan locks on the side.
know.
Like, okay.
It's chill.
Okay,
No big deal.
Do you sleep? I'm starting to think you're a robot. Can't tell the people.
That was my weird robot voice. What was that?
I liked it.
Oh my god. I know it's gonna be so amazing. I cannot wait to taste it.
I can't
Oh,
wait to
I
feed
know.
you guys
Like,
it.
So when can we expect it?
I think later this year, kind of probably late summer, we should have our soft launch.
Later this summer. How
Yeah,
exciting.
Yeah, we're really excited. And
That's
it's
around the corner.
amazing. Yeah. It saves, like, people don't know this, but salmon is actually an endangered species.
Yeah.
And there's so many species that depend on the salmon, species that people actually care about. So we really try to highlight that. Like, we care about all species, but some people really care about, like, the cute animals. So, like, the orcas are dependent, the otters, the bald eagles, they're all dependent on the salmon. And we really should not be touching them. They're endangered, but because there's been so many lobbyists and it's so profitable, we're continuing to take from a resource that is really dying out.
Wow.
So, you can save the salmon by supporting this product, but you also can save over 49 other species whose lives are dependent on it. So it's just like a no-brainer for everyone, I feel.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
especially
such a
with
great
what we see
point.
now with like all the salmon having parasites too. It's like, why would you want to touch it?
No.
I know.
Yeah.
And the mercury levels, it's in, I've done this in a really smart way too, where it's marinated with the proper MCT oils and stuff, so you would get the equivalent side-by-side omegas.
Wow.
So that health excuse is also kicked out there. Like, I wanted no obstacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to create this, of course, for our vegan community, but I wanna like,
Non-vegans,
get the
yeah.
salt out of the salt salt shaker, right? And like just invite them to the table with this product and start making, you know, even if it's just a one product switch per week over the course, we can do the crowd out method and get them more on the plant-based living.
It really is. That's the important audience to target, because the vegans are going to be okay. Like, we've lived without lox for 10, 12 years
We
now.
lived without it all. We've lived without
however
vegan
long-
chicken, vegan beef. We've lived without it all.
Like, we're good.
But we are very grateful.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
But definitely, that's who we need to target. So I love that you bring up the point of like all the other animals that's affected. We do have to put our minds in non-vegan shoes and think like, what is their obstacle? What is preventing them? And obviously saying, well, if the salmon are hurt is not enough for them.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Sadly, it's not.
You know how the sea otters are like, everybody loves sea otters because they're so cute and they like hold hands in the middle of the night.
Yeah, they're like the puppies of the sea.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put sea otters on the front, just like holding hands, so just like save the otters.
Yeah.
You know, because people love people love otters. We just gotta, you know, get them back in touch with their compassion.
Make them feel as guilty as possible. Yes.
Yeah.
So what's this box? Is this something else you made?
No, I did.
in
So
the lab.
You just do it all.
Yeah, she's also a huge manufacturer, and she created this thing.
no, so this is my kalimba, and
Oh.
yeah,
That's an instrument.
yeah. So I do. This was like a cool like transition crossover for me. So I got this amazing gig doing all vegan spreads like 2 weekends out of the month. This was like 6 years ago for an ayahuasca community.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so they were just like such a set gig, and I loved it, and I always knew I had a job, and the people were incredible, but I started getting more into energy work, and now I do energy work with clients and like healing ceremonies with sound therapies. And you know, I realized that, you know, we talked about with the houseless community and the trauma, so much of like the negative behaviors, whether it's anxiety or you're struggling with addiction, it comes from unaddressed trauma. And all that emotion is stored in the gut. So I think it's really important to address it with the food that is the food that's supportive for healing, and then also like these modalities. So like the sound healing and the breath work, and I'm doing that with clients now too, with like a total integrative coaching plan where they do the energy work and then they have like a supportive diet to like go into their healing journey afterwards.
Can I like hire you to live with me and just make all my food and do, you know, sound healing on me and just take care of me, please?
Also, what a treat that those people that were going through that whole ayahuasca experience got to eat your food.
I know.
They felt super spoiled. They were like,
sure.
Nicole, you're overqualified. And I was like, just chill out.
Are you gonna play some for us?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I would love to. Okay. Do you guys want to do like a little mini like 3 breath like energetic?
Yes, please.
Okay, so just get centered. Take a deep breath. Everybody, you can join us. And just let the sound wash over you.
Oh my god.
So nice.
You just healed
I
my
am
soul.
a new woman.
I didn't want it to end. I didn't want it to
I
end.
know. I didn't want to put you guys to sleep. You know.
I mean, that would have been
Your
nice.
baby
We
needs
should've-
this.
I know. I'm like, we should have ended with this right before bedtime.
I am a new woman. My name is Joya.
No, I wish you guys could feel.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Wow. And you sing like, don't you do?
I know.
You just
I
pop
cannot
that
dance.
into-
I'll tell you right now.
Okay, we found one flaw.
Cannot computer.
Okay.
But you're
How general
probably.
that is.
What astrology sign are you?
Aquarius.
I let me guess, Joy. I would have said Aquarius.
You would have?
Yes.
Wow.
I have a few best friends that are Aquarius. You're screaming Aquarius energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
in a
air
great
or
way.
fire?
Air.
Air.
Aquarius.
Yeah, air.
I thought I was gonna say water too. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
We're all Earth signs.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, we're all Earth.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I have heavy air energy in my chart, so.
Okay, so a grounded but light show.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for bringing the air. That's good.
Yeah.
This is a question we love to ask our guests. If you were on a deserted island, what is the meal that you would need to have with you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't laugh at me, but it's a kale salad with avocado, but it's a special kale salad that's been massaged with tahini and specifically Meyer lemon and avocado. I'll be happy. Nooch, you know we need nooch because I'm vegan if I don't do nooch. But a nooch and then I'm good.
Yum.
love
That sounds
a kale
so
salad.
good. I want that right now.
I love a properly massaged
Yes.
kale salad.
I love a kale salad, so trust me, that would be like a
You
side
get it?
for me. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'd have to I like junk food, so I'd have to have like a vegetarian sandwich, buffalo chicken, with the kale salad.
Oh yeah.
I have been craving a kale salad like that so much lately, and there's only a few places that do it well. Like
know.
Kitchen Mouse in Highland Park has a really good, like
do
they
they?
massage their kale properly,
It
and
needs
they
to be
do a great
massaged.
lemon. It has to have
Yeah.
lemon and it has to be massaged.
I had a Crossroads kale salad last night.
Was
and
it good?
hit.
Is it
good?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was massaged.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I
Yeah.
should just stop being lazy and make it myself.
I've never
You know
done
what?
it with tahini.
Oh my goodness, because it gets creamy. It's just like a creamy dressing, and then tahini is awesome for women because it helps recalcify your bones. Yeah. So I love to just creamy and dreamy with that tahini. Just go.
Yum.
Yeah.
Do you have a brand that
Avocado
is your?
in there, or do you like put it on top and like sliced?
I just do like thin slices on
Thin
top.
slices.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the tahini, do you have a brand that you like, or just any tahini?
Just like, get like the Trader Joe's jar.
Works.
People be like, Nicole, you're a chef. Like you should get some nice tahini. And I'm
That's
like,
nice tahini.
Yeah, what's wrong with Trader Joe's?
I know.
I feel like we could talk to you for hours.
Oh, I love
and
you
hours
guys.
And hours. You're amazing, and you have to come back when Love Locks is out.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
we
market.
can't wait. We
Maybe
can't
we
wait.
can do a taste test before it, so to get
Yeah,
people excited
we will
and
help
ready.
you launch.
Okay.
How's that?
Yes.
I need all of your help, so thank you very much. This is a verbal contract.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
We're all in.
We're all in. Don't gotta sell us.
Nicole, thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for having me.
Thank
You guys are
you.
amazing.
You were amazing.
beautiful
You're a
experience.
phenomenal woman.
I love you.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah, we love
It's
you.
impossible not to love Nicole. Make sure
Yeah.
you check out the links down below and
Support
find her,
her.
find her books, find the Martha Project,
Getting this
volunteer at the Martha Project,
Yes.
and just follow Nicole because just her posts are amazing. I just love
You're a
it.
light.
I just love
You're a
everything
light
about
in this
her.
world.
Yeah,
I
You
love
really
you guys
are.
so much.
truly.
This is
Yeah.
the best morning.
Good. You've made our morning. So we gotta give it back to you.
Like I feel like I'm like so happy now.
Well, make sure you guys follow Nicole, keep up with her, and like this video, send it to a friend or 3. Make sure you join our Patreon down below, and we'll see you guys next time for another episode. Bye.